All right. Hi, Rabeea. Thank you so much for joining me here today on Vonvo.com. It's our pleasure to have you to discuss not really only just the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, but more so the events that took place this past Thursday or Friday in Jerusalem at the President of the United States, President Obama's speech in Jerusalem. Just to give us just a quick background of exactly what that speech was supposed to be all about, and where was it, and then we'll get into more of like your comments, which you made afterwards.
Okay. Democracy and justice make me upset, so I stand up and shout. Uh, I told them President Obama, did you came to for him to make peace or to support Israel and to give Israel more weapons? And if you talk about justice, how you support those countries. Also, I asked him who killed Rachel Corrie. And Rachel Corrie is, I think most of you know, is an American activist, peace activist that was in Gaza and was killed by Israelis while she was trying to prevent destroying house in Rafah.
Right.
And the last thing I asked him before the security guys came and took me out, that President Obama see the apartheid wall when he came from Ramallah to Jerusalem. So these three things I mentioned in the speech
Right. So.
Obama, and I think it was very important. And also in the beginning, asking about how democracy can be at the same time in Jewish countries.
Right. Right. So what exactly were you trying to what sort of point were you trying to prove?
Because the visit of Obama was like everything is normal. We have to do like this, like this. But the basic thing of, this conflict he didn't mention and didn't talk about the occupation, the injustice for the Palestinians in Israel, the settlement. Obama talked about the violence of Heckler, but he didn't talk very clearly against the settlements in the West Bank. And as we all know that the settlement is not legal by the United Nations decision. And also he didn't talk about what's happening in Jerusalem. He didn't talk about the hunger strike of Palestinian prisons, the Israeli prisons. A lot of things. These things is important things, or the basic of any talking about the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.
Right. So there was nothing, before the speech happened. There was really nothing that was going through your head that was making you think that you were gonna stand up and say something. I mean, it really just kind of happened on the spot.
Yeah.
And so, what exactly, at what moment in that speech were you just like, now it's time to like actually say something? Can you kind of walk us through that? When did that? What exactly sparked you to just say something?
I think it's like after 15 or 20 minutes from because in the beginning he started talking about the personal story of the life of Jewish, to come and to have their own Jewish ethnic country, and same story of Zainab. And then we talk about that there is a new generation in Israel and United States, and young spirits. I think in this moment I stand up and shout and start talking when we talked about the new generation.
Right. So what exactly happened after you had yelled out your comments? Can you walk us through what happened afterwards and what's kind of taken place since the shout out?
Yeah, the security guys came and took me out. And they told me that I'm arrested. And they threatened me and used a little bit, violence with me. They put my hands in, what can I call it? Uh, and they start, beating me and my head like this. And when they hurt me, and they threatened me and told me, wait, when we get to the car, you will see what will happen with you now. And I was had a chance that American journalist came out and started taking photos. So they talked to me. And after that, I think there is a journalist from Fox News came out and followed us. And she asked me what I said there exactly because she didn't hear. And I told her, and then I gave her my details, and she took a photo for me while I was arrested by the Israeli security guy.
During the speech, there was I don't know if it was after you had left, after you were escorted out by security or not, but there was a point in the speech where Obama was talking about, like, how, younger generations, like, these are the debates that we need to be having, trying to resolve conflicts like this. It needs to be the new generation that comes up and has these discussions with one another to resolve these sorts of conflicts. And, here you were yelling out, your thoughts and opinions and, perspectives for that audience to hear at that moment. And I wanted to find out, do you think it's a bit hypocritical that people such as yourself, activists such as yourself, when you want to raise your voice, you're immediately shut down and can't be heard? Can you kind of go into that, and what are your thoughts on that?
Well, well, I think what I did is very important, and I'm proud of it because my voice reached all over the world today after I left the big there, and after they released me, like after half an hour, my phone started ringing and it didn't stop until today. Tens of journalists calling and doing interview. So as I said before, there is something that had to be said, and this visit, and no one talk about it. And at least in a simple way, I succeed to raise this voice, and uh, after 3 days or 4 days from the street, how I can now, for now is everywhere, and everyone talk about it. And this is an important thing because I didn't see Obama talked about it effectively. Uh, because of this, I decided to stand up and to talk about it.
Yes, how did it feel after what happened to you, heckling President Obama after speech? It takes a man of great willpower to do something like this. I mean, what exactly was the feeling that you had immediately after, after doing what you did?
When released was comfortable to me, and actually I was happy. Uh, Not just journalist people call me. It's like hundreds of uh, people called me also, thanking me and telling me that you did the right thing and we support you and you raised up our voice and you are a hero. So this is an important thing. I succeed to make to make some some action or move in this water.
Do you feel like Palestinians in general and yourself are just not being heard as a whole group? And I mean, do you think platforms such as a Vonvo are a place where your voices can be heard in regards to real serious conflicts like this?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the most important uh, media station, uh, they don't reflect what's happening as it could be. Uh, I will give an example for that. If Gilad Shalit, for example, all the world talk about Gilad Shalit, and he's one person. Uh, I I can hear the people here if they can name just 10 people from the 5,000 Palestinians in the Israeli prison. So you can see how is the situation. That one person every now one know about him, every day they talk about him, but there is thousands of Palestinians. We don't know their names. And these thousands they have families and have kids. There is kids under 18 in the Israeli prison. Women they have their babies in the prison. People sick. Uh, People like more than 20 years and they are in the prison. So I think also in the media there is no justice. Not all the media. The important one, especially in the United States, Europe. But the good thing today is that the new media is taking a place, and you can anyone wants to have a new leader. Uh, some pages on Facebook or Twitter or at least people you can talk with them and can see what know what is happening. And this is an important thing. I think that people in the United States should know more about the policy about outside the United States. Maybe Obama is good inside, I don't know, but outside he's very bad. And lot of money going for weekends for the friends of America, like Israel, every year. And this money is from the taxes from the American people.
Last question I was going to ask you was, ultimately, what message would you like to send to the world about what you did and what you were standing up for that day for anyone who watches this video going to the future?
Okay, I think what I did is very small and simple thing, but it's very important. And if you look at the context of this speech and visit, and the context of the political situation and the conflict in general, I think my message for the world that the, this situation can't be continue like this. The Palestinians struggling for like more than 5 years, and their rights is recognized by the by the UN, and Israel can't continue this way by occupation and killing the people and taking land and taking storing water and building walls, doing wars. These things could be tough, and if we are talking now, we have a free world for free countries. These countries should act and do something, and these countries won't act until the people in these countries make pressure on their government to do real thing. I believe that this conflict can be ended by ending the occupation